The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, I just want this. Compliments of Mr. Grant. Watch out, Linolee, he's gonna use his... Take this. That was close, right, Linolee? Linolee? Hello everyone! Welcome to this game, created by Ginkules, aka Ixzion, who happens to host the RPGM magazine, which is not just about RPG Maker anymore, but also features Let's Plays created by you, so you should totally visit it. End of advertisement. So, technically speaking, this game was not actually requested by Ixzion. You see, years ago, Ixzion hosted an RPG Maker contest called the Sequel Palooza, and the goal of the contest was to create a fan sequel to an existing RPG Maker game. Nobody entered it. But one person is still working on their fan sequel, and the fan sequel happens to be a fan sequel for this game, and I might actually Let's Play it someday. But since I might Let's Play it someday, the guy creating the fan sequel is like, hey, you should Let's Play the first game. And I was like, yeah, I probably should, but it would have to be Ixzion who requests it because it's his game after all. And so he told me to tell Ixzion to request that I Let's Play this game, and that is why I am Let's Playing this game. Now, the game I'm about to play is a survival horror RPG. I was actually hoping to start this up in time for Halloween, but Kirby's Dream Land 3 took a lot more work to put together than I thought. Oh well, at least I'm still getting to it. Now you'll notice that it's called the Survival 10th Anniversary Edition. This game was originally created in 2003, and, well, Ixzion decided to work on it for the 10th anniversary. He actually Let's Played the original version of the game some time back, so if you're interested in seeing what the original game was like, you can check that out. The main differences between this game is basically battle balancing. The game is more playable now. It also comes with a complete guide, sort of, I'll explain in a moment, which also includes a list of the differences between this version of the game and the original. This is taking longer to load than I expected. I should have come to start loading the game a little bit sooner. Also, comes with a decent amount of custom sprites, so I'm curious what those are going to be. Warning! This game contains explicit and appropriate use of profanity. That's right, it's appropriate profanity in certain situations and contains blood, zombies, and other dark elements. If you are offended by this content, do not play. And for anyone else, make sure you ask Mommy, cause this game should be played only by people who range from mature teen to mature. Sure. But hey, I won't tell if you don't. Now, the moments you all have been waiting for. Prepare to... select difficulty. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about this game. It actually has 2 difficulty levels. It's not the first time I've Let's Played an RPG Maker game with difficulty levels, but they are few and far between. In case you're curious, the difficulty level that Ixzion Let's Played is the easy survivor difficulty level. The difference between the difficulties is basically on Survivor, there's more items to find and less enemies to fight. And in Hunter, it's the opposite. There's less items to find and more enemies to fight. And beating Hunter is the only way you'll get the true ending. Since Ixzion played the easy difficulty, I will be playing the hard difficulty, which probably won't be a good idea. I'm probably gonna get my butt kicked. But we'll see how this goes. First, let's go ahead and check on tips on the game. Survival game tips. 1. Investigate with the X button often. Who knows, you might find an item in the most unlikely places. That's good, I like being able to explore in RPGs. 2. You may want to play the game again. Perhaps. 3. You only have a limited number of saves. Use them wisely. Yeah, for those of you familiar with Resident Evil, it's kind of like the typewriter system where you have to... Well, I don't know exactly how he does it in this game, but like in Resident Evil, you have to have an ink reel in order to save, and you can only use one ink reel per save, and so you can only save so many times. So I'm not exactly a fan of the idea, but since Resident Evil did it, whatever. Use them wisely. However, there is an item where you can get 2 saves added without penalizing you. Ooh, I'm gonna have to find that. For survivors, be really sure about moving to new areas and be prepared. A save wouldn't hurt either if you can spare it. For hunters, be very careful. You are severely outnumbered and are in a very tough spot. There are some things that you can't get on survivor mode here. Good luck. Alright, back to the difficulty selector. By the way, this is not the first time I'm let's playing a survivor horror RPG on RPG Maker 1. The first time was way back in Season 1, a game called The Spiteful Dead. Will this game be as good as Spiteful Dead? Probably not. There was a laugh there, but the laugh is there regardless of what difficulty you choose. Survival 10th Ann. Alright, and we meet our main character, Trazzed. Well, well, what another pointless day. Great, that means we got a pointless opening. I wish this freelance would pay off. It's been a while since I've encountered a game with swears. I don't swear. It is very difficult for me to swear. Last time I played a game that had lots of swears was SS World 2, I want to say. At first I tried substituting the words, but that got kind of difficult, so I'm just gonna skip them. If I had known it would be this hard, I would have stayed with the International Biohazard Research and Combat Organization, otherwise known as IBRCO. No, I'm kidding myself. I could never stay with those corporate clowns and their cover-ups. It cost me a friend. We'll probably learn a little bit more about that as we go along. I could remember it like yesterday. Is this entire game gonna be a flashback? Linoli. Probably named Linoli because her mother was like, finally, Linoli is born. I mean, Lin is born. Actually, Linoli sounds pretty good. Let's go with that. Trazzed. That was 2 years ago. Okay, these are his thoughts. Hey, Linoli! Come and look at this! What's the big deal, partner? I just found the evidence we needed to pin the Ixzion toxic waste disaster on Icoko. But we have to inform the IBRCO on this. These names are a little bit too similar. That's great! That means our subsidiary of the IBRCO won't get shut down after all. That is a really bad anagram. I want to make a comparison to the anagram of the secret organization in Phineas and Ferb, but I can't really remember what that is. So whatever. Yeah, this is excellent! Now let me call him. I'll put on the intercom. It is interesting that RPG Maker 1 has a phone and includes a phone sound effect. Hello? Who is this? Second Wolf Class Operative Trazzed. So many mouthfuls. How are you, General Eagle? That better be a code name. Fine, Agent. I assume there is someone with you? Yes, sir. Second Wolf Class Agent Linoli Sharpner. Yes, Felding, what did you want to say? We found the missing evidence to the Ixzion toxic waste disaster, sir. We have enough evidence to pin it on Iko. Good job, Agent. Send the evidence to HQ for analytic processing. And I'll see both of you at the banquet tonight? Yeah, sometimes I have a little bit of trouble reading the dialogue, but it's easy for me to read the dialogue because pacing, I know I'm not reading too fast or too slow, and it gives me an opportunity to make fun of typos and point out flaws in the plot. Yes, sir! I'm almost tempted to go into editing and make it sound like I'm talking as both of them at the same time. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'll do that. Oh, by the way, a contact wants to meet you by Mino Alley. Drop by there on your way here with the evidence. Understand? No problem, sir. I see a problem with that. You're going to be carrying evidence to an unknown contact? Yeah, that's smart. Carrying on then. Okay, he hung up. Let's do this so we can get Iko. I'm with you, Trazzed. So what do you want, Ixzion? Oh, well, at least it's somebody they know. You're doing this in an alley, by the way. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to keep it a secret, sure, you could do it in an alley, but it seems like there might be better places to do this. I just want this. Compliments of Mr. Grant. Watch out, Linolee. He's gonna use his... Take this. That was close, right, Linolee? Linolee? Oh my god! Linolee! Stay calm. I'll get you to a hospital, I promise. Shh. I know I've been got pretty bad this time. I'm not going to make it. I got shot in the chest. I think that cutscene would have worked a little bit better had you had, like, the screen flashing when those gunshots were made. Still got the point across. It just was weird hearing all this action and nothing was actually happening on screen. Please, Linolee, don't keep talking. Save your energy, I guess. I don't know if that actually works, but might as well try it. I don't think they did a study on if somebody is talking while they're dying, they die faster. You were the best partner. Hell, the best friend I ever had. Just do me one favor. Anything. Roll me over. I want to see you before I die. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, she's pretty much screwed. So there's one of the custom sprites. Linolee! It was only a few days after that we held Linolee's funeral, at which General Eagle gave his so-called condolences. Then, a week later, the main Ixzion building was broken into. Mysteriously, only the evidence from our case was stolen. With the evidence gone, Iko was acquitted of all charges. Then, the next day, Eagle informed us that we had been given a $5 million donation by Iko to pay for some new equipment. That was the last straw. I resigned the next day and started to travel, looking for merc assignments. Didn't matter to me what it was. If it paid, I went. Finally, I managed to get enough money to start this general store type business 6 months ago. It started out good, but now it's boring. So that must be the cover-up they were talking about, because they were about to take down Iko, and then evidence was stolen, and Iko is like, hey, we're going to pay you $5 million for some equipment. And they're like, okay, we were going to, like, shut you down, but sure. Except we weren't. If I could just get one friggin' custom... Come in! Oh great, just what I don't need. Far slow. How fast is he? Good day, Trazzed. How's your business going? Great! Never better. I just made $1 million in profit in a single hour. Don't you mean never ever had any business? Ha 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 ha. Whatever. Very funny, you fat prick. Yeah, I don't mind saying prick. Well, anyways, you haven't paid rent this month, so if you don't have it by next week, you're out on your... Yes, sir. Well, I'm going off to my mansion in Mainfield. Mainfield. Couldn't have chosen a more generic name. Later, loser. I hate this stupid... If I had some money, I'd tell him to kiss my... You know, I'm kind of reminded of certain movies that have swears, but they would play on the Family Channel, and so those swears would be edited out to the point where they just... Nothing there. There's not like any beeps or anything, they're just silent. Kinda sounds weird sometimes. Like, try to watch a censored version of Spaceballs. But he's right. Hello? Hi, this is the president of Ico Corp, Talvarius Ico. Talvarius. Ixzion's YouTube channel is Talvarius. And now we know the origin of that name. I wonder if that means anything. Nah. Ico Corp? I tried to put them out of business 2 years back for the Ixzion disaster. I guess the Iberco had a little more than a silver lining in their bank accounts. I have a job worthy of your lucrative combat skills. All you have to do is come to Mainfield Island, and I will fill you in there. Okay, Mainfield Island. That almost sounds like an oxymoron, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry, but I don't do that kind of stuff no more. It does pay, however. $1 million US. Deal. I'm on my way. Well, that was easy. Oh, there's a lot of people down there. Who's there? I guess that's the waiting room. It's Trazzed Fielding. I'm the guy you're hiring for a special assignment. Oh yes, come in. So what's the assignment? It'll be very, you could say, experimental. Stop all the riddles, just tell me what I gotta do. You will undergo scientific tests in about a week. Hey, I thought this was a combat mission. I'm gone. I think not. Yancho Witui, show him some manners. Yancho and Witui. Yes, sir. Let go of me. Take him to his cell. I'll get you, you. Now. Also, his name is Ico. That's the name of a PlayStation 2 game. Sleep well. Ha 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 ha, etc. And then the sound effect laughter, just for good measure. Oh, where the hell am I? Oh yeah, in a prison cell. Well, at least I have my combat knife and herbs. Herbs, whichever. Also, that's awfully convenient. Why in the world would they leave them with that stuff? Unless that's the point. Is this going to turn into a portal experiment? But I wonder how I'm going to get out of here. You trying to leave? What the? Who's there? Don't be alarmed. My name is Jackal. Really complements your, form pretty easily there, buddy. A prisoner like you, although not like you at all. But never mind that. I have the key. It's a trap! If he had the key, why didn't you open your cell? Because my claws are too long to handle small things. That sounds pretty interesting. Here, I'll throw it to you. And then suddenly I get control. Okay. So is there any reason Aiko decided to capture Trazzed here? I mean, he was already out of their way. He was working on just running a general store. Had they not called him, he would have just continued running the general store, gone homeless, and that sort of thing. Seems like an awful lot of work to get rid of somebody who already is out of their way. Alright. So, that was a rather long opening, by the way. Let's see here. We are going to take a look at stuff. First, let's do this, because I might need to. As far as I'm aware, this game uses the default battle system. It's been a while since I played an RPG Maker game that used the default battle system. Let's go with that. Actually, change battle message speed. Cursor speed is just for this menu, which means I want to turn it up a notch. There we go, that's better. Alright, now let's take a look at this stuff. We got Common Herb, which raises 18 HP, and Poison Berry, which cures poison. Great, we're going to encounter poisonous enemies right from the start, aren't we? Guns! We got no guns. We have bullets, but we don't got guns. I don't know how many of you remember the Spiteful Dead Let's Play, but magic was replaced with ammo and you used guns, and this game is going to pretty much use the same thing. Guns are going to take the place of magic spells, and bullets are going to be the MP. Which means we're not going to restore ammo by going into an inn. Status. He's an agent. Class 1. That's interesting. You're using class instead of level? Let's see. Muscle, tough, endure, bullet, speed, luck, spirit. Okay, spirit first off. I'm pretty sure that's normally magic defense, which affects the likelihood of you getting affected by a status attack like poison. And the way it works, by having a spirit of 1, that means you have a 0.01% chance of resisting something like poison. Let's see, muscle is attack, tough is defense, endure is your max HP, bullet of course is bullet, speed and luck are pretty much as they were before, and everything down there. Oh hey, below guns guard, you got force R, infect, antibody, and regular body. Those are pretty much taking the place of status effects. Or not status effects, elemental spells. So, gonna have like weaknesses and strengths and stuff like that. Equipment! You got your knife, which is gonna do 5 extra damage. His attack total is 15, so we're talking 7 damage if the enemy has no defense. And vest, which is an accessory? What does it do? I don't know, it doesn't say. S-Art? I guess that's gonna be like special magic. These would normally take HP to use, so might be interesting to see what those are. Anyway, at this point I've been recording for like 27 minutes. This episode might be shorter than 27 minutes because I might shift this menu explanation here into the next episode where it would be more relevant. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next time, we're going to find out what this demon-looking dude is up to, possibly, and maybe we'll get into our first battle encounters. I'll see you then.